In the vast and thunderous world of international football, where nations rise and fall on the weight of a single pass, where legends are carved into history with boots, sweat, and belief, and where the FIFA World Cup stands as the ultimate coliseum of dreams, the road to 2026 has become a journey layered with expectation, pressure, and the silent rumblings of 5 extraordinary national teams who enter this tournament not merely as participants, but as titans, as giants whose shadows stretch across continents, echoing the eras they have defined and the futures they are poised to shape. And as we step into this cinematic exploration of the top 5 toughest teams in the 2026 World Cup, Spain, Argentina, France, England, and Germany, we unravel not only their pasts, but the machinery that makes them terrifying opponents, the reasons analysts label them as superpowers, the tactical intricacies that fuel their dominance, the players whose brilliance define their identity, the historical World Cups they have claimed, and the possible collisions that the 2026 format might deliver, forging matchups capable of shaking stadiums and rewriting destiny. Spain enters the 2026 FIFA World Cup as a renaissance force, a nation whose footballing soul, once defined by the melodic precision of tiki-taka, has evolved into a modern, aggressive, vertical, and electric style under a new era of leadership. Though Spain has previously lifted the World Cup only once, in the unforgettable night of 2010 in Johannesburg, when Andres Iniesta's extra-time strike crowned them champions, their recent resurgence, bolstered by winning Euro 2024, positions them once again among the most formidable teams on earth, armed with a new generation of stars such as Lamine Yamal, Pedri, Gavi, Dani Olmo, Nico Williams, Rodri, Alejandro Balde, Pau Cubarsí, and a defensive core capable of suffocating even the fiercest attacks. Their strength lies not only in technique, but in structure, relentless pressing, intelligent possession, youthful confidence, and tactical versatility that transitions fluidly between patient build-up and rapid counter-attacks. Spain is tough because they are unpredictable, balanced, and fearless. They have the youth to outrun opponents, the experience to outthink them, and the tactical evolution to outplay them in long, emotionally draining matches. What makes Spain particularly dangerous is that they no longer rely solely on possession. Instead, they can break lines with blistering speed, stretch defenses wide with tricky wingers, and control the tempo with midfielders capable of dictating entire games with a single glance or a perfectly weighted pass. The chemistry between Pedri and Gavi represents the modern rebirth of Spanish midfield mastery, while players like Yamal and Nico Williams embody the explosive attacking creativity Spain once lacked. In the 2026 group stage, Spain avoids direct collisions with our other top-tier contenders, but that only masks the looming storm that awaits in the knockouts. Their round of 16 could pit them against a revitalized Germany or a hungry England, battles heavy with history and symbolism. A potential quarterfinal against France could produce one of the tournament's defining matches. Youthful brilliance versus tactical power, a showdown drenched in drama, tension, and the weight of continental rivalry. Should Spain reach the semifinal or final, their clash with Argentina would become a story of poetic football versus emotional football, skill versus spirit, European innovation versus South American heart. Then comes Argentina, the reigning giants of world football, a nation carrying not just skill, but soul, a team that lives for the World Cup, breathes its pressure like oxygen, and wields history like a weapon. Winners of the FIFA World Cup 3 times, 1978 on home soil, 1986 under the divine leadership of Diego Maradona, and 2022 in Qatar with Lionel Messi leading a storybook campaign. Argentina arrives in 2026 with the heart of a champion, the experience of warriors, and the burning desire to defend their crown on North American soil. The legacy of Messi still lingers in every pass, every chant, every expectation, even if his role evolves into a mentor, super sub, or symbolic captain guiding the new generation. The modern Argentine squad thrives with stars such as Julian Alvarez, Lautaro Martinez, Enzo Fernandez, Alexis McAllister, Christian Romero, Nahuel Molina, Gonzalo Montiel, and a wave of emerging young talents blending South American flair with European discipline. Argentina's toughness comes from their identity, defensive solidity anchored by Romero's aggression and leadership. midfield intelligence sculpted by Fernandes and McAllister, attacking unpredictability created by Alvarez's movement and Lautaro's finishing. Argentina is more than a team. They are an emotional hurricane capable of carrying matches through sheer determination. When the pressure rises, Argentina grows stronger. When the stadium shakes, Argentina finds stability. When everything seems lost, Argentina discovers a way. Their chemistry, emotional unity, and mentally unbreakable style make them one of the hardest knockout opponents on earth. Because beating Argentina requires not only technical superiority, but psychological resilience. They can suffer for 90 minutes and still emerge victorious, a trademark forged during the marathon journey of 2022. Their group stage path avoids direct collisions with other elite contenders on our list, but the knockouts promise volcanic matchups. A round of 16 or quarterfinal showdown with England or Spain would be a tale of contrasting ideologies and footballing philosophies. And should Argentina meet France again, likely in a semifinal or final, the rivalry reignites. Memories of 2018 and 2022 would fuel a match of destiny, a battle dripping with narrative weight. Now we turn to France, perhaps the most intimidating squad in global football, a team engineered with precision, power, and breathtaking depth. With Kylian Mbappe leading the charge, arguably the most dangerous forward of the modern era, France possesses a generational attacking force capable of deciding games in a heartbeat. But the French threat goes far deeper. Aurélien Tchouameni and Eduardo Camavinga anchor the midfield with a blend of defensive grit and elegant distribution. Antoine Griezmann brings experience, leadership, and tactical intelligence. Kingsley Coman and Ousmane Dembélé stretch defenses with blazing pace. William Saliba and Dayot Upamecano form a rock-solid defensive core. Ferland Mendy adds explosive overlapping runs, and Mike Maignan stands as one of the most elite goalkeepers alive. France's toughest quality is their depth. If one superstar falls, another rises instantly. Their bench alone could form a world-class starting 11. They can dominate possession, counterattack with terrifying speed, deploy compact defensive blocks, overwhelm opponents with pressing, or dismantle them with patient build-up. Their adaptability makes them a nightmare. France plays the match you don't want to play. Their knockout path could create cinematic encounters, a quarterfinal against Spain, a semifinal against Germany or England, or a revenge-driven final against Argentina. France thrives in chaos, excels under pressure, and carries the swagger of a nation accustomed to finals. England, meanwhile, arrives with the weight of expectation and the hunger of a nation desperate for their second World Cup title after the long-distant glory of 1966. Yet this England team is different, young, balanced, talented, calm, intelligent, and battle-tested. Past England sides cracked under pressure, the 2026 squad is built to shoulder it. Harry Kane stands as the experienced leader and record-breaking goal scorer. Jude Bellingham emerges as one of the world's best midfielders. Bukayo Saka and Phil Foden bring extraordinary creativity. Declan Rice anchors the defensive midfield with maturity. Trent Alexander-Arnold redefines the right-back role with his distribution. John Stones brings stability, and a new wave of defenders adds athleticism and intelligence. England's toughness comes from their balance, attacking brilliance, midfield control, defensive organization, and the calmness cultivated by deep tournament runs, including the Euro 2020 final and strong World Cup performances. England is no longer naive. They are methodical and experienced. Their potential knockout path is explosive. Argentina in a quarterfinal, France in a semifinal, Germany in a tactical chess match, or Spain in a high-possession showdown. Any of these matches could become instant classics. Finally, we arrive at Germany, a nation synonymous with steel, discipline, and footballing heritage. Winners of the World Cup 4 times, 1954's Miracle of Bern, 1974's Era of Beckenbauer, 1990's Italian triumph, and 2014's unforgettable glory in Brazil.
Germany now returns from years of disappointment with renewed hunger and identity. The Germany of 2026 is built on youth, creativity, and tactical evolution. Jamal Musiala, one of the most breathtaking dribblers in the world. Florian Wirtz, a playmaking maestro. Kai Havertz, versatile and elegant. Joshua Kimmich, the brains of the team. Leroy Sané, explosive and unpredictable. Antonio Rudiger, physically dominant, and veteran Manuel Neuer providing timeless leadership. Germany's toughness lies in their tactical adaptability. They can modify formations mid-match, shift between pressing and possession seamlessly, and maintain tempo with mathematical precision. Germany thrives when underestimated. Their history proves that when the world doubts them, they rise highest. They may meet France, Spain, or England early in the knockout stages, depending on final group results, setting the stage for historic battles that define tournaments and careers. As these five titans march toward the 2026 World Cup, what makes them collectively the toughest is the combination of history, skill, identity, tactical sophistication, and unyielding mentality. Spain brings evolution, artistry, and youthful brilliance. Argentina carries passion, resilience, and the heart of champions. France holds power, depth, and footballing firepower unmatched in the modern era. England embodies balance, discipline, and generational talent. Germany represents intelligence, renewal, and the cold-blooded efficiency that has shaped decades of dominance. Together, they have won 11 World Cups. They have faced each other in finals, semifinals, quarterfinals, and historic showdowns that shaped the mythology of global football. They possess the best players, the deepest squads, the strongest systems, and the mental strength required to survive grueling knockout journeys. As the 2026 World Cup unfolds across the roaring stadiums of the United States, Canada, and Mexico, these nations stand as immovable mountains, the giants every other nation must climb. But fate is unpredictable. Injuries, tactical surprises, penalties, extra-time heartbreaks, anything can rewrite destiny in seconds. Spain's new generation may clash with France's powerhouse midfield. Argentina's emotional fire may collide with England's golden generation. Germany may rise from the shadows and crush dreams with cold precision. France may seek revenge, England may seek redemption, Spain may seek rebirth, Argentina may seek immortality, Germany may seek restoration. And as the world watches with pounding hearts and breath held tight, only one of these titans will step forward, conquer the pressure, claim the moment, and etch their glory into the eternal story of the beautiful game.